Hi Pip. We just came to find out a little bit about what's happening on the haulage situation. We're hearing a lot in the news at the moment. We've got a fuel crisis, we're hearing rising wages. What sort of perspective can you give us in terms of what's happening on the ground with haulage at the moment?
The cost of the wages is just, well, you've got your big boys offering starting fees and line-up fees and all the different things. As a small owner, we just can't afford that. We have to try and pass the cost on to our smaller customers, not like a supermarket who can put a penny on a tin of beans or a tin of peas, whatever. They can pass the cost on minimal, where ours is, with a shortage of customers, smaller customer base, we have to try and get some more money out of them, which passes on back round the circle, back to us again, the general public who has to buy the product.
Yeah.
And spare parts, tyres, everything like that, are short in supply and very expensive when you do get them.
The rise in haulage rate that is having to be passed down the supply chain is not just a one-off thing. This is something that's going to have to maintain itself, is it?
It is, yeah, because once you give the driver a pay rise, you can't take it back off them. And in our situation, with the specialist jobs we do with the waste and the agricultural side, that's why we struggle to find good drivers, reliable drivers, and honest drivers, basically, because we're carrying a lot of money. It might not seem valuable to the general public, but to the farmer, it's a valuable commodity.
There isn't really going to be any let up, or do you think?
No, I don't think they'll let up till after Christmas.
Yeah.
Just because they're not going to get the drivers trained. They might be trained to learn how to drive, then they've got to train them to do it correctly. Like we need ADR for carrying agriculture fertilisers. We see some drivers with explosives because we carry fireworks.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful and train them. And you can't just say, yeah, you pass your test, go and get in that lorry, and off you go.
Yeah.
You've got to train them then how to load it safely, how to load it correctly.
There are things in place that will resolve the issue. Whether that's going to ease the prices is very hard to say at the moment, but in terms of the issue itself, it's not going to be corrected for some time.
I don't think you'll see the correction in the next 5 years, personally.
I see in the background you've got your tracker on.
Yeah.
Are you finding that there are large delays in terms of, when you get to sort of ports and pickups?
No, we're not getting held up with it's mainly the roadworks, and it's a lot of roadworks at the moment. As you can see, all the exclamation marks, the yellow and red triangles with an exclamation mark, that's when there's an issue. Whether it be roadworks, accidents, just a general build-up of traffic, we don't know. We just know there's a problem there. And if you roll down, get further south, you can see it, and get around London, you can see the M25 in the circle.
Yeah.
That's just full of issues.
So that's obviously, again, that's more time, that's more drivers' time. If there are issues on the roads, that's going to be more fuel used again.
More costs. Load of ADMs, PM on fertiliser, ready to be delivered to Southampton tomorrow on their behalf.